Sorry guys, I think I'm twisting you about. I'm trying to get this set up properly. So I apologize. So I can see my time better. So I apologize for that. I might have made you guys a little dizzy. So we had part 1, part 2. And now today we're moving into part 3. So how is everybody? I'm doing very good. I should knock on wood. My cough seems to finally be subsiding. I haven't been able to get rid of the cough yet, but it looks like the past 2 days it's been really, really good. So I'm really happy. Here's the one I did some cutting out. Look how nice this is. Oh, I love how that turned out. And so there's the ones I've cut out so far. I still have all that to still cut out. So I still got some work to do on that part. But that's okay. I'm going to put those off to the side, and I'm going to do the same with this. If I can find a safe place to put this. I always have to think about where my cats are going to jump. So yesterday's video I had a comment because I had mentioned about tin foil. My hands are really sore, guys. Really, really sore. What gets sore on this is when they start to crack and the skin sticks up and it catches on, and I can't tear it off because then it tears more skin. Oh, I don't know why it's so bad. But anyways, I'll live with it. And I don't want to probably take some ties off and not handling paper might be good. But I just can't do that right now. So I mentioned tin foil, and my understanding is you need to fold it a few times in a row. If you just do it single, it doesn't do as good a job. And then you just take your punch and you put it in there. And I think they said do it 2 or 3 times. So you just want to do that. And it's supposed to help sharpen it. I'm going to do it one more time because that one was just in a bad spot. And that's basically, they say, I see a piece in there. That's the way you need to sharpen it. Ugh, come on. It's hard sometimes because the punch, when you thicken it up, makes it a little bit more difficult, but I want it to get nice and sharp. So, and that's basically all you do to sharpen it. Now let's just test it. Let's test it. What do I got here to test it with? Let's see. That's still doing it. Sometimes I find soft paper the punches don't work the best with anyways. So let's just go. I'm not going to fight with it for a second because I'm just going to do it on a single, but a few times. See how. That's a bit better, so it's getting better. So I might have to do that a few more times and to really get it going well. So that's all you do, is get a nice piece of tin foil. Now this is a cheap tin foil, so I wonder if I got a really good aluminum one. This is just like a dollar store brand, but you know the brand name aluminum, I can't even say the word right now. That might work better. Who knows? You can try it. I have found that it does work. Sometimes it just takes more than 3 or 4 times depending on how dull your punch is. So we're going to pull out some more punches today. But we're going to pull out not so much butterflies and flowers. I'm just going to go through and pull out some that I want to work with. Oh, need my glasses for some reason today. I got these nice new ones. Aren't they nice? We'll put those to the side because what I'm thinking those will be... Oh, I should have done some birds yesterday. I want to put that to the front because we can always come back. And I've got all these nice little ones back here. And I just ordered some more. So, where are... I feel like I'm missing something here. There's that one. There's my bingo. Why isn't my bingo in the right place? That's my sewing. The B one is nice. We'll pull it out. That's my new one. My postcard one. That's an easy one just to reach down and pull out. But I've seen that's another new one I haven't used yet. And I got this new one too for Christmas. And I didn't even use it, and I should have. I feel like I'm missing a couple. Maybe they're in my other book. So I just pulled those out for now. Oh, there's that one. That's one of the ones I'm looking for. And I think that one and that one. But I don't want to pull them. So what I'm going to do is stick them like this, because I don't have room on my desk for every stamp. But let's do this. I put that one standing up like that. I kind of want to put them a little closer today, so I might have to fight with my paper today. Maybe what I'll do is move that ribbon from there and that one from there for now, so I can use the top of my ribbon thing so that I can keep my stamps a little closer right now. And one of the things I did do is I pulled out a more vintagey book. This is like much older. So, and the pages are really thick. And I don't know how much of this I'll use. We'll see. I mean, it's a well put together book. It's not easy to tear these pages out. I don't want to use that one because I like the writing on that for when I put it inside a journal. Someone really wrote in this one in different places. This one I want. Okay, so we'll take that out. We'll just put it aside. I have other vintage books, so, I mean, okay, so we're going to pull those out. We'll just stick those there. Excuse me. Always, when I turn on that thing, so, I don't know where to start. I really don't. I'm going to just grab, remember I told you that one sketchbook thing, that older one? So I'm going to start with a piece of it. One of the things, I don't have, this one lady, her video was so good. I'll try to remember to put it down below. Her video is so good, but I need some of her stamps. I need Tim Holtz stamps. That's my problem. I need the ticket one from Tim Holtz. Very much so, because I don't have a ticket stamp. I've got stamps. I got a postcard. Now, some of them, and I never thought of doing this, they just take, and I don't think I'm going to use it on that. I think I'll just pull, do I have just a regular piece of paper here? I had it the night before. Remember I told you I had such a great sleep then last night. I don't know why my one cat, Boo Boo, she goes and sleeps on her own pretty much every night. Pika does till about 4:30, and then she usually comes and wants a bit of petting at 4:30. And she jumps from my window to my bed, back and forth for about an hour. That usually intrudes, but they didn't do that the night before. But last night, Boo Boo wanted to be beside me in the bed, but that's not a problem. She wanted me to pet her the whole time. Oh, it was getting... Now, these postcard ones are good to use. I watched her use it in a cluster. So that was really cool, where you can just, it's like, yes, Pika, I hear you. She heard her name. I shouldn't have said her name so loud. These, both Pika and Boo, are very boisterous cats. They really do talk a lot to me. My cat before that I had for 18 years, Guido, he wasn't as much of a talker. And again, you could do it in colors if you wanted to. I keep trying to find this one ink pad, and I'm not sure where it is. Let me see if I can find it really quick. Oh, that's the yellow. That's one of the blues. This blue is also a very nice one to use. The faded denim. candy apple red. I don't want the candy. I don't want festive berry. Where? Maybe it is. I thought I had one more red one, but maybe I am losing my mind. I thought I had one more red one. Let me just check my one drawer here. I thought I had one that was much more deeper of a red. Oh yes, I did. It's in this drawer. And I was looking for this orange. I used the light orange and I had my spiced marmalade in my drawer because they don't all fit in here. And this is my Walnut Grove Walnut Grove. Why do I keep saying that? Walnut Grove is from Little House on the Prairie. But even this, look, I put my finger on it and look, I hardly get any ink on it. I don't, and I've re-inked that and re-inked it. It's really bothering me. Maybe I should write Tim Holtz. Not that he's going to answer me. Who am I? Whew. He's probably like, what do you think you are, lady? I don't know. I'm sure he gets so many questions a day. So I like this red because it's kind of really nice vintagey feel to it. Oh, that's really nice. Like I tell you, my desk is a little too small. Well, it's because I got so much bloody stuff on it. And to just make me feel like a little bit more, I kind of put it in the black first. And so look how nice that is. Ooh, 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 I love it. Let's pull this one out and do another one of that. But I'm going to just stick a little red in it. Don't got enough room there. There we go. There's a few of that postcard. Let's pull out. And the neat thing is I have a stamp. I thought it had the outline of the stamp. But I have different types of postcard here. So let's do a few more of these. And I like it on this paper. It just really suits it. Let's do one like this. She decided to play. So she's, let's do this one. So how is everybody doing? Did anybody pull out their stamps yesterday? I did a little bit more after the camera, but I'm working on some orders. So, and I put this one package together and it came out, I designed some of the papers and some of the papers were freebies. And it's done in this, oh, I'll just have to show you. There we go, me going off kilter again. What do we do with me? And of course it's all the way to the bottom of my pile. Why, I don't know, because I was just talking with Rita. Because Rita got some of her package. And she loved her stuff. And now she's ordered some more. Because I do color bundles like with ephemera. Like sometimes tags in it and journal cards and clusters and fussy cuts. And well, this is what kind of this is. So this is the fussy cuts, all done in shades of red and hints of green in it. So I've searched and so I've put it together, a little package, and then I did some designing. So I designed this. Now I can't sell my digitals because I don't have a way to make this shape. So I do a square and then I cut them out. So I did that one, and I did a couple little ones. Because there's nothing like, a nice little one is nice too, because with the little ones you could add them in a spot, right? You could double that up. So I designed that one. And I have to still put the backing on this, and I did this one. And they turned out really nice. I have to get a couple more. I have red. I'm going to do a couple more red for this. because the green, I have so much green in here and not enough red, and it's kind of a combination. And then this is one of the papers, a freebie I found, which goes really nicely with, and then I found, like, I find free things and I put them together, and this is just a smaller page. I took and I put it together so it's a smaller page. And there's scraps in here as well. It's just the way it's done. And then I found different papers, that's all, and I designed that paper and that one as well. So, and and then I put some vintage music paper and some book pages and some piano paper in it as well. I have to just trim that up. And so she wants one in certain colors, but this, I'm in love with this red. It's kind of got a really vintagey, deep red color with the roses. And I just, you know, I took this, I'd found this book page, and I took it down to a really small and made a little fussy cut from it. So it could be, I mean, if you had a blank tag and you wanted to add, you could put that with like a rose on it type thing, or something else, or a butterfly, right? So I just liked how it came out that way. So I put that package together. I just making some clusters to go in that, and I designed some envelopes to go in it. So that's where I'm at. I'm just now thinking, those papers I took, okay, good. I was just thinking for a second, oh no, I printed on the envelopes, but I didn't. Phew. Whew. So, I had fun doing it. Now, also what I like is this, I have Faded Jean one. There it is. There I go again, putting something down. I can't see it. I love doing bundles like that. And that bundle is normally a $30 bundle, but I had some on, I'm putting it, if I do that bundle, it'll probably, just for the new year, I'll probably put it around 20, just a discount of $10 for the new year, just for a week. So the blue is nice too in that, and I didn't do the blue in the big one. So let's do one blue one in that big one. And these are great to use on tags, to use in clusters. And I, sorry, I got a froggy, a little froggy in my, remember I said knock on wood about the cough, but that's just because for some reason I have a little froggy happening. So there's that. So, and I have another really nice postcard one, but I didn't bring my very long stamp, but I have this one. But I think it's too long for that. It's good if I was making a whole, because for a cluster it might be too long. My friends, Andre, that I live with, they went out today and they wanted me to go. And I didn't want to go. They were going shopping at the Dollar Tree, which for me is dangerous, and I don't want to spend any money right now. I'm trying to save. So I stayed home and let them go without me. So that's a nice, easy one and simple to do, right? It's a simple postcard. Now, if I had a ticket one, I really wished I thought I had one ticket. I have one that says destination, but it's blank. I don't like it. But I was sure on one of these I had one kind of ticket. Let me just peek back in my basket here. Where is it? On this one? Nope, it's not on that one. Is it buried under here that I have? I'm telling you, I'm juggling here. I gotta put my glasses down to see. It's not really a ticket. It's too bad. I bought that one and I hardly use it. I think I use one stamp on it. It's really bothering me because I was sure I had one with a few. Maybe it's this one. Oh, boy, today my eyes seem to not want to focus. These aren't the best tickets. I think that's what it is. This one is like I want a bus ticket type. And these aren't that. They're like a circus one. I think, what's this one? I'm trying to read it. Blah, blah, blah. London, Paris, this one. We'll try this one. And with this is where, okay, where's this one? Oh, sorry guys. I hit that the wrong way. I can't even put a bandage on it because there's not a bandage that's big enough. If I put a bandage here, it'll tear up more skin. And that's what I ended up doing because I put a bandage here because there was a lot of cuts in here. And then it tore the skin up here and caused more cuts. So it's just a really tricky thing to do. Okay. And I put it upside down. Let me go this way. That's not surprising, Christina. I'm just kind of an upside down girl. But I need ticket ones. And I forget. Oh, that's not the one I want. I want this one. It's okay. Sometimes I double check to make sure I get enough ink on them. Concentrating so hard on this inking. It's because the little fine lines, it takes a little bit more to get the ink on them. And so then what she did, and I don't know if I have the words, I loved how she did these. I'm just opening up the picture again. You know, when you see things and you get inspired. All right, now I just don't know if I have the right little thing to put on it. Now that's what I'm looking for right now. What's these little ones say? Oh, sorry, excuse me. Hiccups. I had a really good lunch today. I had, I get at Walmart here these really nice chicken and vegetable wontons. And all you have to do is boil them for a few minutes. And of course, I'm not going to have like what she has. I'm checking all my little words. She has omitted. Yeah, I don't have that. Sad. Sad, sad, sad. Postcard. See, I have an outline of a postcard here that I could also... See, I told you, I need to look... Not sewing, so I'm not going to have it there. Oh, I thought I had just at least one, but I don't. Just seeing what other thing we... Now, she did just put numbers on them too. I might only do one because I don't know how it's going to look. But she took and like... I might have put these all too close. And she just kind of stamped over top like this and created her own little... Right? And then... Okay, time for a drink of water. Sorry, guys. Because this froggy just is wanting to clear. It is cold right now, so the heat's up a little, so the house is drier. It's a cold day. When I opened the door to put something outside, I was like, oh, I'm glad I didn't go. It's cold out there. I'm literally wrapped up in a blanket. It's over my chair and it's flopped up over my shoulders. A lot of times when I'm videoing, I don't do that. But, see, and I didn't use all the numbers in that one. So you can do that as well. And if it's possible, it might not work. Don't ink it all the way and make it look a little bit faded too, if you can, you know. And then, you know, overlaying like that. Now you could overlay in a different color. I could have done, you know, a black over the blue because, you know, it might have looked better. But layering your stamps like that. Now if I, you know, works really nice. If I had shipment type, where did I take this number one from? Here. But I guess it don't have to be like crazy exact. That's my problem sometimes. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? That's what me and my sister always say. You know what you mean? I mean, Jelly Bean. I'm just seeing. So I guess I have to kind of work. Yesterday I found one. Because I got this little space down here. Again, I did that upside down because I'm an upside down kind of girl. Now, what I also like to, like, this is nice because this has got a nice age to it. And so there's several ways you can just basically, if you want it to, like, if I would have been smart, I might have spaced it a little bit more. I'm always thinking, oh, well, how can I get the most, you know, use out of it and torn it? But that's not going to work. So really what I'm going to lose is some of that 9 because of the, and that's okay because that's, you know, that's how I want it to look. That time I got, there we go. And then you take your old little ink, and I need some ink on this one, and ink it up. One of the ways, 2 ways you can make this aged, take it, crumple it, and open it back up. And it kind of, you know, gets a little bit, and then sometimes I'll just take and do that. And sometimes you can just fold it like this in a crack, and it also will age it up a bit. All right, so then it looks a little bit, you know. If I had my walnut, or that, this color is kind of, doesn't look really vintagey, but there you go. You can do things like that. That's just an idea. Show you one cut out. Blech. If you did this on cardstock, it's not so easy to crinkle, right? So that makes it a little bit more difficult. But what I wanted to show you, and I'm trying to see where I put it. I didn't use it last night, but I said I'll use it today. Oh, it's just sitting under my desk here. What really works nicely is taking the paper bag. Now with this stamp, I'm going to do a bit of black with it, because this stamp you really want to make sure when you do it, because that's so dark. And this one works really well. If sometimes what I'll do is just, I'll cut a big space of it. Oops, I didn't want to do that. And then tearing it. I also have a tear ruler too that works really well. So then you just tear it. Especially if you're using this in a collage, that not standing out so much on its own. Sometimes with these scissors, if I'm lucky, I can drag it and I'll just rough it up. Right, and there, again, crinkle it and take your ink. I know there's a lot of ink on this one because when I refilled the one ink pad yesterday. And then I might put, there you go, see? Looks nice, and like I'm not going to waste that little piece. I'll stamp something on that. But see how nice those are? And again, sometimes I like my little bingo one. You know, it's not a real bingo size, but what it's nice is collaging with it on the background of a cluster or something like that. It works really nicely with. So again, the bingo works really nicely. I mean, I love the paper bag. And this is a nice dark paper bag. And I don't worry about this because if I'm using it in a collage or I'm putting it on I don't have to worry about the other side. And even this, I'd save for a cluster. So these are, I like having these in different tones. So just like, again, pull out your stamps. The bingo, I don't know what I could put on top of that. Just thinking what I could put on that to take it a step further, you know what I mean? But I don't think you can. I want a couple bingos on this one. At least one bingo on this. There we go. I love that bingo, see? And again, I'm just going to cover that up because I have a habit of resting my hand in it. Again, taking the colors. This denim blue has such a nice look to it. There. Now, that, whoop, I just dropped that whole paper. Just a second, guys. Hopefully I don't fall out of my chair. I have done that. Leaned forward to pick something up and the chair came up over me. Hurt my knee, hurt my hand, hurt my head. I hurt the next day really bad. That red will look nice on that paper too. Same with the blue. The blue, blue, blue. I hope I'm in camera. But I'm gonna, next time I'm stamping, I'm gonna move all the glass containers off. So there we go. Nice blue. That looks good. I like that a lot. It looks nice, nice, nice. Let's grab something really quick to clean off. And my next video will probably be, we're going to do how we can use them. I'll do different ways we can use the stamps. Hopefully I get a little bit more stamp today, because you know me. Okay, we'll put the bingo. I don't know where the bingo goes. The bingo has lost its place on my page. And then you can just, I mean, come on. It is really stuck in there. Woof. Let's see. This one might just do it black. Do I have another number other than the same number all the time? I have a 12 cents. I did get this, but I don't think I want, I just think I want a couple of numbers. I don't really want, you can tell I haven't opened it because I can't find the spot to open it yet. And it's still in its plastic. I can never get it back in its plastic. So, I'm just going to choose these two numbers. And I'm not even going to put them on the... Oh. I'm going to really cheat here. Just want to see how it turns out. Now these I'm going to have to be very careful with, because these are going to be very easy for me to lose because they're small. So that is definitely something I have to put back in its place right away. Tell myself that over and over. Don't leave that. So, you know, you can layer up your stamps. I don't think I have anything else that would really look good across that. I'm just looking. Oh, I have... I guess it doesn't necessarily have to always be perfect. Maybe this little one here. This one. It's too tiny even to do with just my hands, unless I really want really black hands. But take and layer your stamps. To even with your stamp, create basically almost a cluster with it. Now, if I had the other stamps, it would be so perfect to do more of that with, right? I'm losing my voice quickly. And like, even having these little, now these tiny urgents are hard to keep, but these are great to even have just to put on in a collage or even on a masterboard. You could stick these on a masterboard, these small little ones like this. And so taking and doing a bunch of these up, just to have in a little container that you can just pick up and put in since I have that little one out, I'll just use it up. I keep clearing my voice, guys, because I have a froggy. He won't go away. Where did I take this little important from? And then there's that, remembering where I took it from. It wasn't that one. I couldn't have taken it from that. Oh, right in front of me, guys. Right in front of me. And that's also, even this type of stuff comes in handy. I have all kinds like this. I got this great stamp one. They're really good because they're, especially if you keep them in your basic colors, in your blacks. Just the way you would fussy cut flowers or butterflies. These are great to fussy cut out. And just have them, these little stamped images. And that I'm doing quite a few because now that I am saying this, I'm telling myself this, right? To have these ready for when I'm working on clusters. I don't have an empty one here, but I have 2 more of these. I could even just put them all in this and keep them handy. Now, if you wanted to, you could do this in pink as well. It wouldn't hurt to do it in pink if you want something like that to color. But I would think a brown or a black would stand out nicely if you already got so much pink happening in your cluster or on your master board. Okay, Mr. Triangle, where did I take you from? Mr. Triangle. I'll find you in a minute. I like these ones. I hope Gab doesn't call me again. She went to Dollar Tree, and of course she calls me and shows me all kinds of things. I said, Gab, I didn't go because I didn't want to spend money. But I am somebody who doesn't take the Christmas tree down till after Easter. So this week, probably tomorrow, the Christmas is going to come off of it, and I'm going to turn it into a winter tree for a couple weeks. So it's going to have snowflakes, and I have white birds and things like that. This one I don't normally do in a red, but I guess you could. But I'm trying to think. The postal really uses like mainly, I would say, brown or black stamps. I don't know if they use, I don't know. I know stamps, you can get them, I guess. I'm trying to think when I get an envelope stamped. I'm just looking at my envelopes. They don't stamp them the same way as they used to. Oh, because everything is so automatic now. But again, like even with this, nothing says it has to look like, let's just say, we said we weren't going to do any, but nothing says, because this is what it is, right? It's a place to be creative. And we mix things, right? So let's do this. I don't think the velvet pink will show up on that. Maybe the pink. Take your butterfly, and you could add a butterfly in there. Nothing says you can't do that, right? Why not? Then I don't know how the ladies juggle all their stamps, doing it all together. And I'm going to take, I did that one in black, so I'm going to take this brown and I'm going to add a number 7. So I'm going to make a cluster of stamps. All right, there you go. you can do that, right? Nothing says you can't. Same with even with the bingo. Let's just do one. Since the bingo is sitting right here and it's in our mind and I've got stamps laying all around, I have to make sure I clean them up after. Let's just take a neutral bingo. And I don't really want it that dark. Maybe. It's going to come out dark. I'm going to try to do a little bit more faded. I didn't want it to be, I wanted it the way it is. So don't think I'm crazy, guys. Don't think I'm crazy. Then come in with this. Where's my black? And I'm going to stick a text in there. Oh, on the wrong stamp. And then, because I always feel like I have to do everything in pink, let's go, we'll use the same one because he's there. Let's take and throw this butterfly on it in a red and just, where's the black? Where's the black? Like just make your own cluster, right? And this is a good spot where I should have put more space, especially since I have so much. And you decide how you want to cut it out, right? See? Right? Like you could make it darker if you wanted to. Let's just show you quickly. We'll do more of this, but just in case you go and do this and get some ready for our next step. That one might be a little too small. So, you know, like putting it on a corner of a here, and I don't have an image handy, but well, technically I do if I just dig a little here. I'm just going to grab anything, guys. I'm not, if I can find, I just had my hand, I thought, on something. Right? It's a little big, or you put it on top, whatever way you want to go. But you could add it in as your, right? So obviously that image is a little much, but we will do more of that anyways. We'll look at things. As you can see, this is a stamp I had, and I used it right in my cluster when I made my cluster. So, you know, you can easily do that. And with it, you can still want to, if you can still put other things with it, right? So they are very handy, guys. Yeah, you're probably thinking, oh, she's got so many, like, we all have unique, again, in my different stamps. But that's one thing you can do. Let's look at maybe a cluster done on a light, oh, I left that here. See what's happening? I'm getting, because I didn't put my stamps back away, I'm getting overrun here with stamp pads. And, oh, I really like how that turned out. I really do. Let's just stick that up there. Now, let's just, here's a cluster half made here, and it's got some red in it, right? Obviously, I would want another color in there. Let's just grab this, right? And then pull in, right? So, and you could leave it just the way it is. You could layer some lace into that. So you can play around with it with clusters. I'm clearing my throat again, guys. I don't know why I have this scratchy throat. It's not because I have to cough. It's just, it's dry. Okay, what can we try with cluster with this time? Now, some things I've already got almost a cluster with. For instance, this stamp here. Come on, get on there nice and straight so you're not so wobbly. I gotta look at the time, guys. I don't know how long it's been. I keep telling myself I need to put a little clock here. So you can take your, like this one has already kind of got two different things to it, right? So I could pull out, let's just see here. Pull out and I'm going to try to do this one. I don't want it really strong. Now I don't know what color to do. Maybe I don't want a butterfly. Maybe what I want, no, I don't think that'll work. The birds, my birds are too big. But you could put a butterfly into there, but maybe the little butterfly would be nicer. Now, he's right here. There's a little butterfly right here. And I'm going to give him a little. Oh, that one's a no good. Didn't turn out. But see, that happens. Play with it. It's a little piece of paper. I don't know if I like that big red stamp there. But, you know, just play and layer your stamp. If I lost that one, oh well, so sad. Now, maybe... And then after I stamp this, I'm going to check the time, guys. Maybe if I did it in the black, and again, I keep using the same number because it's what I have handy. I'm going to put my number 7 back. I'm going to pull this out. I got this for Christmas in my stocking. I think they got it from Temu. Now, if I wanted to, like if I didn't want to get into a color, the black is kind of faded, so I can just put extra ink on this, right? Do that. Keep it within the same color tone if you want. Even with the butterfly, if you don't, you not necessarily have to put all the color in it if you want to keep it very neutral. So maybe I want to take in, and I think it's because this butterfly is just too big. I think that's the problem with him. I'm just going to stamp that down there. Is he's just too big. He needs, but you see what I mean. I sometimes simplicity is good too, right? He doesn't have to be fully, you know, sometimes, I don't know about you guys, but I think more, I put too much, and maybe just a simple little, I know what I want. I'm looking for it. I think I know what I want. I think I know what I want. Again. There goes my hands. And this time I think I'm going to put a little red in it, but I'm going to try to do it very lightly. And, you know, again. So you can layer up your stamps. Play around. I don't like this. This is a big bleh to me. What I'm going to just do, since I have the stamp out, I'm going to make a few of these little ones and fill in that spot. That spot. I put that one on an angle because I want it to leave some room in the corner there. I'm going to do one blue. I mainly want these in blacks and browns. I can make it closer to that because I goofed that. So there, I wanted just to take those little pieces there. Now let's check the time. I know I'm still rolling because my light is on. Oh, we're down to 5 minutes, guys. Maybe I need to do a part 2 because I want to play with some other stamps and show you. So we might do another, well, it'll be part 4. We'll do some more stamping. I will shut off, take a drink, and see if I can get these froggies gone. But as you can see, just, you know, and again, you can, let me take a book page here, and let's grab this one. Maybe not that one. Oh well, too late now. I got it. You can put them on. What I did is I put some of it on the words and some of it not. And it's a little faded. Again, if I maybe put the... But again, if you're just using it, it might be just another way to add into a cluster. You know, when you start layering it, right? You can do that with it. It's hard to see when you've got, let's just go with this here. Again, it can just be another layer in there and then put your stuff. So, you know, the book pages, if you have book pages, it's great to use them with. And that, and in a minute when I start back, I'm going to show you more of that. It just, there's so many little things you can do. Stamping takes time. So, even that's, it's going to shut off, guys. It will shut off in a minute, any second, probably. With the book page, you might go with a much more bolder color, right? That's all you maybe want to do with your book page. Something that's much more of a, right? There we go. And no, I won't waste that bottom part. I'm going to probably go wash my hands with some of the ink off my hands. So, and these, again, I guess I'm going to cut all the way. I'll probably use that little piece. And again, just cut around them. And you've got and again, you can do these in all colors too. You can stick with browns and blacks. But sometimes you like a little touch of color somewhere. There we go. Easy peasy. All right, I will see you in a few minutes, guys. Bye for now.